Oh, man. Yeah, I managed to finish a little early, Joe. So yeah, we're playing Shenmue 2. This is the PC re-release. There are, as far as I remember, no mods activated. It's just the vanilla version. So I was just like, I feel like playing some Shenmue. So let's just stream it. Fuck it, right? Can you guys hear me okay? Like, is the volume levels all good? We can't hear the game. Really? Alright, hold on one second.
Wan Chai, South Kermane Quarter, Yan 10 Apartments. This is where Li Xiao Tao is? First, I need to find Wan Chai.
Oh, that's weird. You should be able to hear it. Okay, you can hear it. Alright, good.
Traveler,
Stay and listen
to a song.
Stay and listen to a song.
It's a song wishing luck to travelers. Put some money in. It'll bring good luck.
Should I be a dick? Yo, Rio's face? He's giving that kid, like, the biggest death stare. I love it. No, I'm not gonna put it in. Sorry, dude. Hey, welcome to Hong Kong!
Welcome to Hong Kong. Looking for fun?
Do you need a guide?
Are you alone,
One boy? You need a place to stay?
Need
a tour? It'll be cheap. I always love that guy's voice. Need a tour?
Hey, handsome.
It'll be
Let me
cheap.
take your photo.
Someone just took a picture of you.
Huh?
He's going to try and sell it to you later. He'll be
Yes,
persistent,
John,
but
this
you
is the
don't have to
Shenmue
mind.
party.
Okay.
Be careful. Not all people are nice in Hong Kong.
I understand.
If you need a place to stay, try that Free Stay Lodge.
The Free Stay Lodge with the broken sign.
Free Stay Lodge?
You can always stay there for free.
They need to
You
fix
are so
the
kind.
the right leg on that
You
sign.
went to her on the ship when she was scared.
So, a little bit of context.
Take care of yourself.
There is a piece of story in between Shenmue 1 and 2 that we never got to see in game form, where Rio's on the boat and Chai gets on the boat. Chai actually kind of takes that little girl hostage and Rio saves her. So, you can actually go visit them. They're at the, is it First Class Tailor in Lucky Charm Quarter? So, let's just go through here. Here we have our fortune teller who looks a lot like Chun-Li. if you talk to her enough, she'll actually start to fall in love with you. And she shows up in Kowloon as well. And Ryo's like, what? You came here too? Hey, samurai boy.
What?
I always love how that guy sounds. He's like, whoa! Jimenez Garsha.
Thanks for the money!
Damn. What do you want, boy?
What do you want, boy?
You look pretty strong. How about a game?
How about it?
I'm looking for someone.
If you can beat him, I'll help you out.
Really?
Sure, $10 a bet.
How about it?
How about it?
I always love that line. Haha, no.
No, I guess not.
We'll do it later so we can raise some money.
No,
Since
come back again. If you
since
like.
Wong and friends are gonna steal our bag. Okay, let's go visit, or let's go meet Joy for the first time.
Get out of my way!
What the?
Watch where you're going, you punk!
That goes for you too.
Barging into people like that.
You must be Japanese.
Haha!
Yes.
Watch out! Here in Hong Kong, you can easily get run over.
Where's Wan Chai?
Huh?
Wan Chai.
Oh, it's that way.
It's the only way you can go, Ryo.
Hey, what's your name?
Dio Hazuki.
Yo, I'm Joy. You better watch out. There are lots of thieves here.
Joy, you're gonna get a ticket, man. I love how, when she makes a right, technically that's a dead end, and she drives really fast through it. I'm just like, dude, you're gonna hit the wall, man. So, usually, you'd want to spend all of your money here because, as you know, all of our money's gonna be gone, and there also is an achievement to, have less than, I think, $50 by the time they steal your bag. I currently have 596 Hong Kong dollars because I opted not to move over my save. But we're going to do some tomfoolery and we're going to spend this $500 in a much better way. So, as many of you know, this game has some fun glitches in it. Aw.
Excuse me.
Nope. Nope. I suck at the sign glitch.
Which way is...
Nope.
I see.
Hold on. Hang on. Let me back up just a little bit. I'm doing something very specific right now.
Would you please...
Nope.
Beyond here.
I understand.
Come on. Give me the glitch. Hang on.
Past Queen Street?
Yes, just go. Do you
Okay.
I love how she gets mad. Do you understand? Nah, dude, I'm just trying to glitch the game world.
Past Queen Street?
Yes.
Come on,
it's
dude.
Don't you need...
Okay. I'll go there.
Alright, if I can't get the sign glitch to work, because I suck, I'm just gonna go ahead with the normal route.
Past Queen...
Yes, it's... Do you...
Okay.
Hang on, hang on. I promise this will be worth it. Nope, nope. Stop.
Past Queen...
Yes, just go. Get going.
Alright, I'm gonna give it 5 more tries. If we don't get the glitch, I'm just gonna continue.
Past Queen...
Yes, it's... Don't you...
Okay.
Why is this so hard to do? I never have trouble with this.
Past Queen Street?
There we go!
Yes.
Okay, we got it.
Straight on this road. Just go.
What's up,
through
Steve? How are you,
Main
Andy?
Street. Do you understand now?
Alright.
Get going then.
Okay. I'll go there.
Here we go. Alright. Cool. So we just skipped the loading zone. So before I continue, if you guys want to see what it looks like when you skip the loading zone, this is the edge of the world right here. Alright, let's go back, hit the loading zone. Alright, so now we just reloaded back into the same area. So, we can now go this way. So this allows us to skip the bag theft cutscene. But you'll see here that we are once again blocked.
This is where I've got to get my bag back.
But Rio, you're holding your bag. Ha ha ha! Okay.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Can I ask you something?
Yes, sir. Ask me anything. I want you to play a game of Lucky Hit first, though.
Fuck.
I understand.
Okay. So now we're gonna skip past the script that makes Rio stop saying, I gotta get my bag back, god damn it! Alright, there we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, Green Market Quarter. Always very nice. Alright, let's so what I'm pretty much going to do. Oh, I have more comments, I didn't even see. Don't cross the cutscene threshold. I'm good. Nice to see you playing some Shenmue. Nice, thank you. Cool glitch, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't discover this glitch. It's been known for a really long time. I think either Matt, Lon DC, or Kyu discovered it. I don't remember who specifically. But pretty much, if you look at a sign, or anything that's viewable, really, it could be like a lucky hit board or whatever, and then talk to somebody at the same time, the game will still think you're looking at the sign when in fact you're actually moving Rio's position. So you can do things like skipping loading zones and, you know, other fun little things. Sup, Nihad, how are you? So I'm only going to be playing for like an hour, because I just have some time to kill. But pretty much I'm going to run over to the martial arts store, Wiseman's, in Wiseman's Quarter. We're going to go to Wiseman's Kung Fu and buy some moves. And then run back and get our bag stolen. So Wiseman's Kung Fu is right here. Double storm kick, dragon spin. The one thing that I really like too is that if instead of buying it, if you just tell them, like, if you hit the A button or X or whatever you're using, I'm actually playing with a DualSense controller, but it's being emulated as an Xbox controller.
This is...
He'll actually tell you where the move is from, which is really cool.
In the northern style. All of the styles have carefully worked out their moves in various ways. The moves written here probably belong to a
Shenmue 2 is my favorite. Love it more than all. I was 17 when you played Shenmue 2 for the first time ever. One of my greatest memories with my Dreamcast. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Alright, let's buy this move.
I'll get this.
So this also makes it easier to unlock the achievement for...
Thank you very much.
Getting, like, you know, all the moves, like 10...
Come again.
Like, what is it, 5, 10, or 15 moves? Because we're going to lose all this money anyway, so we might as well just put it towards that achievement. I've already unlocked it. I've 100%ed this game multiple times. So, like, it's not going to pop for me, but if you ever do that, like, you'll have a way to kind of spend that money more efficiently.
I'll buy this. Thank you very much. Come again.
So, one thing that's cool about this glitch too is that Rio will have his bag on him, and you can make him do some funny shit. So, let's go fight John Min, but with our bag still, because it looks really funny. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. So he already knows Johnman, which obviously makes no sense because we haven't met him yet. But it's just because we skipped some things.
Genman.
Ah, young man. Do you need something?
Genman's the best
Yes,
grandpa ever.
I'd like to ask you something.
Do you want to spar with me? I'll answer
Sure.
any of your questions afterwards. How about it?
Sure.
Alright, let's do it.
So we're gonna spar
Ah,
Johnman
wonderful. Then let's begin.
with our bag still attached. It's just so funny. So like you can't even use your other hand.
Very sharp. That was close.
One-handed double blow.
Clean move.
Or twin hand blades, I forget which move it is.
Good steps. Very sharp.
Well, that was fun.
Yes.
My boy, tireless effort will provide the quickest way to master the martial arts.
Alright.
So, one of the other things that's cool about glitching the game out like this is that since Rio technically doesn't have a mission, aside from finding his bag, the QA flags in the game engine are set to a point where every conversation he'll have with an NPC will usually always be side conversation, not related to any quests. So if you're like playing through the game and you want to hear some of the banter you can get if you talk to people at specific times, you can do it easily by doing this. It's also kind of funny. I'm not going to do it because it's just going to take too much time, but it's also kind of funny to watch Rio play a QTE title with one hand. So, yeah. But anyway, let's go back to playing the normal game now that I spent some of that cashola sun. Love the soundtrack so much. Yeah, totally. Yep, he's holding the bag. The main instrument playing was sampled by Ryuji-san. It's one of the few I haven't gotten. Ah, man, hopefully that'll change.
This is where I've got to get my bag back.
So we just hit the script again. It'll push Rio back into the game world. Alright, so now all we gotta do is go back to the loading zone, reload back into Workers' Pier, and then trigger the cutscene where our bag gets stolen. Oh, fun fact, by the way. This kid right here, this guy, so AM2 actually reused his model for a game called, oh, what the heck was it? It's on the Dreamcast. Cannon Spike, yeah. That kid's character model's in Cannon Spike, which I thought was kind of funny. Alright, now we're back at the cutscene.
Hey, help me! I'm scared. They're going to kill me.
You know, I always thought that Wong sounded like the toaster from the Brave Little Toaster.
Hand over the kid if you don't want to get hurt.
And I also find it funny that Sam, Larry, and Cool, I usually call him Cool J instead of Cool Z, because Cool J is his real name in the Japanese dub, but they changed it for the English dub because of LL Cool J. But, they're all like, Sam, I think, is like 15? I'm just like, yo, these guys look a lot older than they say they are.
I lost them. The Phoenix mirror's inside that bag.
Oh no! Good job, Rio. Rio, you're too gullible. Alright, now let's go talk to the Poison Brothers.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you something.
Bro, some kid's talking to us. I haven't seen you around here.
I had my bag stolen.
A bag? Who cares?
A group of 4 stole my bag. One of them was a little kid.
I said I don't know.
Squam! Such a jerk.
Wait! You think you can just ask and then just leave? Yeah.
We were having a nice drink here till you came.
You aren't leaving already, are you?
I love his voice. You're leaving already, are ya?
You can't leave without paying.
Paying?
Yeah.
Some money!
No way.
Yeah, we'll show you how things are done in Aberdeen.
I love that table slap. That's pretty epic.
Cut it out, guys.
Joy, you gotta learn to slow down,
I'll
girl.
give you a break today.
You gotta slow down. You're gonna kill
What are
somebody.
you fooling around here for?
I'm not fooling around. My bag was stolen.
I guess right.
What?
What kind of monster stole your bag?
4 guys. One of them is a little kid.
A kid? Wong got you.
You know him?
I saw Wong at Pigeon Park. The park's that way.
Funny note, the English voice of Joy is Lisa Wilkerson. And
Never stops to think, does he?
she sounds exactly like Joy when she talks. I don't know, I just thought it was funny. I remember me, her, and a friend were in New York getting some coffee. And I was just like, holy crap. Literally Joy. Shout out to Lisa. Lisa's an awesome person. Alright. Now we gotta go to Pigeon Park. To the fountain.
This is Pigeon Park.
No duh. Alright, so if we run around here, it should trigger the cutscene. Yeah.
Damn. Where is he?
I don't know, Rio. Maybe he's right there. I love Wong, because Wong is so innocent. He's just like, yeah, I stole this dude's bag, but I'm just gonna play on this thing in front of everybody.
That's him.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait! Give me back my bag!
What bag? Take this! Hey, Wong! Ah!
Ah!
Wow! What the? Jeez! What the? Whoa!
Sorry.
Take this!
Wait!
I always hit him.
I'm sorry.
I always love hitting the guy in the ladder.
Wait!
Poor dude.
Whoa!
Whoa! Fun fact: if you run into the lady at the diner, you can go back and apologize to her later in the game. It's a little fun little side thing.
Wait!
All right. What's up, Manny? Manny, I miss you, bro. How are you?
Sam! Larry!
How's the kids? You?
What do you want?
I wish that we had a high-quality version of Cool Z's theme song. The one that's playing in his boombox.
Why don't you give up?
Oh, you love your bag that much, eh? Larry, are you from Canada? Sam and Larry have a really cool tag team move, by the way. If you haven't seen it, I'll see if I can get them to do it. So I'm trying to fight them in a way where they'll do their tag team move, but I don't think they're going to. I guess not. There we go. Peace out, Cub Scout. Doing better, brother. Everyone is good. Awesome. That's great, man. Hope all is well on your end. Yeah, I'm alright. I've been really stressed. I'm sure like everyone else has been.
Better not be lying.
But, you know, pulling through. We should do a video doing reenactments of Shenmue with our voice acting. Ah!
Follow me. It's this way.
I will voice Goro any day. Oh yeah, working hard, eh, bro? Hats off to the hard-working man! Must have had me a bag egg or something. Gotta hit the kid, my man. Oh, I hope I can make it in time. I love Goro. Goro's the best. He gets so much hate. But Goro is the best. Wong, I already know where it is, brother. I ain't gotta follow you. Fun fact, if you actually get to the bag before Wong does, the bag's not there. It doesn't spawn until the cutscene happens. I don't want to run too far in front of him because Rio might then say, I'm lost! And then you might have to restart following Wong. But the bag is right over here, as you all probably know. It's in this little area. But as you see, it's not there. So we wait for Wong to finally get here. Start the cutscene. And now the bag magically spawns. I love it.
Here.
Damn, the money's gone.
Really? You ain't got no money to begin
I
with.
swear!
Take me to them.
They spent the money gambling.
What?
Really? They spent it all just like that. I'm sorry. I'll do anything if you'll forgive me.
Well then,
Yeah?
I want to go here.
I'm not too familiar with Wan Chai.
How are you not familiar with Wan
Ask
Chai?
them to come over guest house in the Green Market
You
Quarter.
literally are right
Green
next to
Market
it.
Quarter. Come over guest house.
Oh, video game
Guy
logic.
there
I
knows
love
a
it.
lot. He can tell you, I'm sure. I'll draw a map. Do you have a pen?
Hell yeah. I got a nice
Write it
pen
down
for
here.
you. Look at that fancy pen.
Turn
That
here.
actually looks like a mechanical pencil. Kaiho
Here you
Transport
go.
Company.
I think it's clear enough.
Okay.
Wan Chai is on the other side of King's
Another
Road.
fun fact, you can actually find you on
I'll
the
go
zoo's office. I believe I remember where it is. Let me see if I can point it out.
I should find the Come Over Guest House.
That's actually a really cool name for a hotel. Come Over Guest House. Like, if I was choosing a hotel and I saw Come Over Guest House, I'd be like, yo, yeah, I'm going there, bro. Let's see. Am I remembering correctly? Oh yeah, it's right here. See? 5 Stars Corporation.
5 Stars Corporation.
That's literally Yuandazu's business. And also, this could be where Joy's father worked as well. But I'm not going to get too hardcore into the lore right now. Another thing about Joy, too, is that nobody realizes that she has a last name because they never say it in the game, but her last name is Leong. So, Leong Joy. I wonder, since we actually didn't, like, run into the girl at the diner, can we still apologize to her? Oh, the diner's actually closed. Never mind. So now, we are going to run to Wan Chai. So, I'm thinking about skipping further into the game. Because many people have seen this part of the game. Andy says, I'll be Chai. I do a decent Guizan too. Hell yeah. What save files do I actually have available? Oh, we have one for Longlishan. Ooh. Where in Longlishan is this? Is this right at the beginning? Oh, yes! Alright. Screw Wan Chai and Kowloon. We're starting in Longlishan. Aw, dude. I get very, like... I might start crying on camera. I fucking love... I always say that the final disc on the Dreamcast version, or the final part of Shenmue 2, the entirety of Guilin, it's like, for me personally, it's the greatest moment in video games. Nothing compares to it.
Yeah, what?
Do you know Bayou Village?
Bayou Village? I don't know.
I see.
Maybe Specs knows.
Who is Specs?
They're the kid with glasses over there, right?
The kid with glasses?
Yeah. He's a smart aleck, but he knows a lot of stuff.
I see.
I love how
Okay,
tired
I'll
this
ask
kid
him.
looks. Their haircuts are really cool. I freaking love these haircuts. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, another thing that's kind of cool. You can actually run up this. Take a nice look. So, a long time ago, I did a video where I removed the clipping in Longlishan. And it turns out that you can run pretty far down this stream. It goes for a pretty good distance, I guess, to accommodate the cutscene with the boat. Here's Specs. He's one of the characters you have to take a picture of. Oh, he just ran away. There you are. Right there. Oh man, there's just something about this that I can never describe. It just feels so comfortable. With the music, the sound of the water. Oh man. Joe, here's our favorite guy.
Hi. Do you know where Bayou Village is?
Yeah, I know.
I know!
Where is it?
Well, let me think. Forget it. I have an idea.
Huh?
Let's play together.
I wonder who actually
Please,
voices him in the
I
English
want to know
dub.
about Bayou Village.
Hey, well then, where are you from?
I'm from a foreign country named Japan.
Wow, you're from abroad? That's cool. Let's play together.
Wow, you're from
I'll call some
abroad?
more
That's
friends.
cool.
What? Can you tell me about Bayou Village?
Only if you tell me what kind of games you have in Japan.
Games?
If you tell
Yeah.
me about them, I'll tell you about
Totally, Joe.
Bayou Village.
I think Specs would be another cool one to do. So if you choose
I
baseball,
used to play baseball with friends.
it's the last of the conversation. It
Baseball?
actually ends after baseball.
Yeah, the pitcher throws a ball, and you hit it with a bat.
It's called Bangju
I
here,
know it. It's called Bangju here.
which is totally mispronounced.
It's called Bonju in Chinese.
Let's play it together. I'll call some friends. We have many open fields in the neighborhood.
Man, I wish
Playing baseball.
I
I
wish
haven't played it for a
in
long
like
time.
Shenmue 4 we can go back
But I
and play
really don't
baseball
have
with
time.
him.
I have to get to Bayou Village.
Shoot, you're a spoil sport.
I love this
Sorry.
kid.
Then, will you play with me when you get back from Bayou Village?
Aww.
Yeah, alright.
And we never did.
If I should ever come back here, let's play
Aw.
baseball.
Great. It's a promise.
It's
Yeah.
not a promise, I said if.
Okay, then I'll tell you the way to Bayou Village.
Go the exact
Bayou
way you were
Village
going
is
this
in
whole
that
time.
Direction. You go straight from here.
Oh, Yugo doesn't have a
Okay,
space
that way.
Come back
in
soon.
the subtitles. That's a bug report. Aw.
Thanks. See you.
See ya, mister.
I love that kid. See ya, mister. This guy's interesting.
Excuse me.
Listen to what he says.
Is this the right path to Bayou Village?
That's right.
I see. I'd like to ask you a question. Have you ever been to Bayou Village?
Yes, a number of times a long time ago.
How long ago?
When I was young, I was a traveling medicine peddler. But now that I'm this age, I can't get over the mountains.
Is Bayou Village really that deep in the mountains?
Yes, you have to climb over a number of mountains. Some of the cliffs on the way will make you dizzy. And there are thick forests that cloud the distinction between left and right.
Is that so? How long does it take to get to Bayou Village?
This is the interesting one.
Oh, I wouldn't know. If you can keep from getting lost, it'll take 2 days.
2 days.
But it could take your entire life.
That's an interesting line.
My entire life?
Just kidding. But do watch for wolves.
Yes, I understand. Thank you very much.
So, have a think about what he just said. I'm not going to say anything else. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Oh, another fun fact. This is something nobody ever talks about, but I find this kind of weird, yet kind of interesting. Where is he? Here he is. This is one of, I think he's either the only or one of two where a character model is reused for two different canon characters. Because this character model shows up earlier in the game, but it's a different character. Just thought I'd point that out. Maybe it's something more. Ooh. But yeah, the way that guy says, like, maybe it'll take your entire lifetime. I feel like that's a very intentional line. I don't think that he would say that with that tone for no reason. Oh, this song. The song that they play during the Shenmue preview video where they show off the bike. Man, this game is so relaxing. Hell yeah. Conqueror knows all about the quarries and is the one who talks about Phantom Riverstone. Yeah. Sadly, I skipped over him. Like, dude, I could just literally just sit in VR and just watch this entire area. Like, it may not look so great to people who haven't played this game before, because obviously it's a game from 1999. But to those of us who grew up playing this series, and not to, you know, not to discredit new fans as well. This is just gorgeous, man. The detail in the area is so ahead of its time. It's insane. Alright, while this cutscene's running, I'm gonna go and grab my millennial vape. I'll be right back.
I'd better hurry.
Alright. I am back.
Oh.
Hopefully my fire alarm doesn't go off. This is such an anime moment, I love it. When Shenhua's running and you see her for the first time. Oh, Shenhua. So Shenhua is voiced by Akaska Shoin in Shenmue 2's English dub. One of the very few Shenmue actors we have yet to get in touch with to do like interviews and stuff like that, but working on it. I would love to interview the Shenmue 2 English actress for Shenhua. She's located not too far from me, so I could realistically make it happen, but obviously COVID.
Hey,
so like she is
are you
local,
alright?
so it'd be cool to do like an in-person interview one day. But you know,
The little deer. Where is the deer?
what's up, Phil? How you doing, buddy?
I'm so glad.
My English twin. It's funny. Me and Phil look so much alike. People think we're related. They don't know that we actually live on opposite sides of the world.
You saved us.
Are you okay?
The Guilin part, oh yeah. I still consider Guilin, like the whole area of Guilin in Shenmue 2,
I just had
to be like the
had to
greatest
save
moment
it.
in video games. Like nothing hits me at a personal level like this does.
A guardian? A white deer.
Yep.
White. Bai. Deer. Lu.
Bayou Village. My home.
Bayou Village. Where is this village?
It's up along this river.
Is it far?
Yeah.
I can show you.
I can show you. It's gonna take 2 days.
I'm Shenmue. What's your name?
Yo. Hazuki.
Yo Hazuki.
Yo. Follow me.
Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it so much. Aw. Now we get to talk to Shenhua for the next 2 hours. Yeah!
Yo. Where did you come from?
You're
not from here, are you?
No. I came from Japan.
Japan? Where's that?
It's an island country, east of China.
In the east.
Uh-oh. Shenhua's noticing
Japan is
something.
pretty small compared to China.
Is it far from here?
Well,
I love that.
actually, it's kind of
That's the
far.
first question she
A
asks.
faraway country
Oh, yeah.
to the east.
She's noticing
wrong?
Oh, nothing.
the prophecy. A far distant land from the east.
Shenfa.
What is it, Yo?
What kind of place is Bayou Village?
It's a small village in the mountains.
I'm sure some of you probably have already figured out that there's something about Shenhua
far
that we
from
haven't
here?
known yet, or that we don't know
We
yet.
have to cross
There's something
2
special
mountains.
about her.
Really? 2 mountains? Have you lived in Bayou Village all your life?
It's heavily
Yes,
hinted in
Ever
Shenmue
since
1,
I was small.
because obviously
Your
you
family
dream
as
about
well?
her and stuff.
Yes, my father and I.
But in
The two of
Shenmue
us
2,
have always lived in Bayou
there are
Village.
certain things about
see.
Shenhua that are noticeable, that are quite odd. Particularly the cutscene where you see when she gets named.
Shenhua.
Yes?
Let's talk about Bayou Village.
Can you tell me more about Bayou Village?
Let's see. My grandfather told me that it's one of the oldest villages in Guilin.
An old village.
Yes, it's been around since the Tang Dynasty.
Very important as
Since
well.
the Tang Dynasty.
It's been said that some nobles who were expelled from the city by the emperor built the village to live in hiding.
Really? Shenfa,
Yes?
can you tell me more about...
More? There are various legends told in Bayou Village.
The reason why I'm
There are
playing through
legends?
these conversations
Yes.
is
there are
because they're
many,
very important to
since
the
village
Shenmue
has
lore.
existed for hundreds of years.
Like what?
Well,
Phil says,
what kind of stories
Oh,
do they tell where you grew
this
up?
part always gets me.
Where
When
I
he
grew
asks her about the
Oh.
kind of legends and stuff,
Okay.
she laughs it off. That's actually quite important.
There was a shrine near my house called Yamanose Shrine.
What is a shrine?
It looks similar to the temples in China.
Ah, it's
Phil
where the
says, I
gods
want to
live.
know what she did to that thug. I feel like she rammed something up his booty telepathically.
You make wishes
We'll just
at
have to
the
wait for
shrine.
Shenmue 4 to find
Did
out.
your wish come true?
I'm not sure.
Hopefully.
It didn't come true?
I never really wished for anything seriously, though.
Oh,
If you take a look at the Saturn footage of Shenmue, the
Shenmue.
Project Berkeley CG trailer specifically, you can get a little more insight into what she probably did to him.
What kind of stories are there in Bayou Village?
there are so many stories that have been told.
That thing about the white deer being the guardian, is that one of the stories?
Yes.
How does that story go?
Long ago, the village suffered from drought, and then there was a forest fire. When the village was surrounded by flames, a white deer appeared.
A white deer.
That white deer led the villagers to the spring in the mountains.
To the spring?
The villagers were able to escape from the forest fire because of that.
Nihat, it hurts Baisha Village. I know.
That's why it's the village's guardian.
I have a feeling
From
Baisha's
then on,
completely
the
cut,
white deer
sadly.
appeared
I really
occasionally,
hope not. I wanted to see what
saving the
Baisha was
villagers
like.
from many other dangers.
An interesting story.
All the villagers believe it, and I do too.
I asked Yusan if Baisha stood for a white shark, and he smiled and said yes. Hey.
Shenfa,
Yes?
Joe, the amount of money I would pay to have a one-on-one interview, no like strings attached with Yu Suzuki would be... I would go
how many
into so
people
much
live in
debt.
Bayou Village?
I would ask him a lot of
50
questions.
50
Um,
people?
Yes.
some
villagers
lore
are all nice
questions.
people.
Let me know in the chat
I'm
if you
sure they would
guys
be nice to you too.
want to know what those
It
questions
sounds like a
will
nice
be.
village.
Yes, there are inconveniences since the village
Yeah,
is
Joe,
surrounded by
Shenhua's
mountains.
name,
But the
depending on how you
villagers bought the
translate
gifts
like the
from
pinyin and all
mountains.
that,
The mountain's blessings.
it could translate to Shenhua, Shuahua, Shenfa, depending on like
Ahead,
what
as
dialect
we
and
know,
whatnot.
The paths are gonna get more rocky.
Yes, we'll be going over the mountain.
It's also one of the reasons why you'll
So
see
tell me
in
if
like
you're
pre-production
tired.
that she's named
Let's go
Shuahua,
slowly.
S-H-A-H-U-A. Tell us. The first question I would ask you, Suzuki, is I would ask him to clarify if in Shenmue 3,
What's this tree?
Shenhua's
A
father
fragrant olive tree.
is actually her stepfather
There
and
are
not
bloom
still.
up ahead too.
Only because in Shenmue 2 they keep referencing that
Aren't they
him as
beautiful?
her
Yeah.
adoptive
During the
father.
season,
Even in the credits in
all
the
the trees
re-release,
are
he's
in
listed
full
as
bloom.
adoptive father.
Fragrant
The second
olives.
question I would ask
Yes.
is if he's not
In
her
China,
father
we
now,
call these
and he's
trees
still her
bloom.
stepfather,
and there are so many here, like
why
woods.
is it that in the
Guilin.
cutscene
So
where she's
Guilin
named
means the woods of
Shenhua,
fragrant
that it
olives.
looks like it takes
Really?
place in an area from like 1,000 years ago?
A lot of them are in bloom.
Which would then
Yes, it's as though
correspond
the
with an
whole mountain is
interview
wrapped by
he
the
did with
flowers.
Shenmue Master where
move on, yo.
he admits something
Okay.
about Shenhua that's kind of spoilerish, so I don't know if I should mention it here. You should just go check out the interview if you want. But there's something that Shenhua is capable of doing that he mentions that like is actually really important.
What does your father do?
He's a stone cutter in Bayou Village.
I see.
He finds various stones in the mountain stone pits and creates beautiful works from stone. When we get to our village, I want to show you some things my father created.
I'd like that.
Good. What about your father?
My father. My father taught me a lot of things.
Just like me and my father.
Yeah,
What did your father teach you?
father. Father.
Yo, what's wrong? Did I say something wrong?
You're triggering him.
No. I was just remembering.
Nah,
something.
you know, I just only
By the
watched
way,
my dad get
aren't
murdered
we
right in
near
front of
Bayou
me about
Village
2
yet?
weeks ago.
We go over this mountain, and we'll have to go even further.
I see. We still have a long way to go.
Yep, 2 mountains, buddy.
Shenfa,
Yes?
do you like flowers, Shenfa?
Yes, I love them. How about you?
Flowers. I had a friend whose family ran a florist.
Your friend in Japan?
Yeah,
What is a florist?
a shop that sells flowers.
Sell flowers?
I really love how
Yeah, that's right.
you can see the difference
That's
between the
strange.
culture between
Flowers
Rio
can be
and the
found
people
everywhere.
of Guilin.
Well,
Because
that's true.
obviously the people in
Does your
Guilin,
friend go pick
as we know
flowers
them
in
in
the
Shenmue
mountains
2, I
and
think
sell them?
Shenmue 3
no,
showcases them
Nozomi.
a little differently,
The person's
where
name is Nozomi?
there are certain things that
Yeah.
don't make sense, like paying
Who
for
was this
video games,
person?
as the little kid
Nozomi.
says, or let's not tell her about this.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, did I say something wrong?
No, you didn't.
Where like
I'll
Shenhua's
tell you
like,
some
why
other
would you
time."
sell flowers when they're just
Alright.
everywhere? I just always found that interesting, like that cultural difference.
Shenfa,
Yes?
how far does this forest go?
All the way to the village.
Oh, the scenery looks all the same to me.
Yeah,
People not from here think the exact
Shen.
same thing.
second tone means God, of course. What do you think about the Shenmue 3 model from Shenhua? I like
It's
the
amazing
Shenmue
how you
2
don't get
model more.
lost.
I
How do you recognize the
So
paths?
I like the
I'll know
outfit
the
for Shenmue
direction if I
2's
see the sun's
Shenhua better,
position.
but I think that Shenmue 1, or sorry, Shenmue 3's
there are signs here and
Shenhua
there on the
represents the
paths.
old artworks a
Signs
bit better.
On these mountain paths?
Yes,
But-
there are some ahead of here.
I have a huge
Strange
bias for
shapes like
Shenmue 2,
trees
so I
and
will say
stones
that
And the drinking
I
water
wish
places.
that we had Shenmue 2's Shenhua model in
Oh.
Shenmue 3, but
You use
that's
the
more
rocks
just
and
from
trees as
biasness.
landmarks.
I've been using the signs all the way till now.
I need to play
Didn't
all
you
3
notice?
games from start to finish. I
No,
went straight
I
into
didn't
3.
notice.
I'm enjoying this part
I'll
of
show you
Shenmue
what the
2
signs
way
are.
more now that
One
I've
of
played
them is
3.
just up ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
there definitely is a different feeling now playing through the end of Shenmue 2 since it's not the end anymore. But I will say,
So many
like,
butterflies.
when I get to the stone pit in Shenmue 2, I still tear up a bit because in my heart, it still feels like I still feel that pain, so
They're
to speak.
beautiful.
It's hard to
Don't they
explain.
look like flowers?
Flowers. Hey, yeah. They do look like flowers.
When I was small, I once saw a lot of butterflies all fly away at once. I started crying because I really thought that all the flowers
Aw.
had flown away.
Why are there so many here?
Why?
There aren't any flowers around here.
This is the place where the butterflies come to drink water.
To drink?
Yes, after the rainfall, they come here to take in the drops on the leaves. You see them often after a rainfall.
I see.
Hmm.
The wind has shifted. Let's go through the forest before it gets dark.
I like how
Yeah.
Shenhua immediately noticed the wind.
Shenhua.
The way her eyes shifted. It's kind of interesting. Alright, here we go. Notice that the QTE sounds are different. Yu Suzuki stated that the reason why the QTE sounds are different, it's not significant to the story.
Careful.
It's more because he thought people would be bored of the old QTE sounds. Which I feel like these sound effects fit the area a bit better anyway. Although, when you get to the part where you're climbing over the rocks, it brings back the older sounds. I pretty much have all these QTEs memorized at this point. Although, I still like to fuck them up on purpose. Because it's kind of funny to watch Ryo just, like, fly, like, right now. Just, ah!
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I'm alright! I only broke my legs! Ah! So that's gonna be up.
Be careful.
That's gonna be down. Left, right. I'll read your comments in a bit. Trying to focus at the moment. Rabadamo. It's been years that have flown until Shenmue 3 release. I wish the story completed in the Dreamcast like it's supposed to. I would love to see what this series would have been like if, like, every game was released on the Dreamcast. There's just something about the way the games look and feel in the Dreamcast that is just...
Yes, it's slippery.
I feel like
Watch
it's
your
impossible to recreate them in the modern day, to be honest. It's like the way the graphics look, the implementation of certain things. It's just so crafted to be its own thing.
Yo, are you okay?
I feel like
Yeah,
using things like
I'm
Unreal
fine.
Engine and whatnot makes it a little more parallel to other games out there. If that makes sense.
Let's hurry. It's this way.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Oh, sorry, I was reading the comment.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
What's up, George? So, when I was a little kid, I grew up on a farm, right? As some of you may know. Sadly, that farm doesn't exist as of about a year and a half ago. Really, still emotionally kind of devastated about it, to be honest. But we had trails in the woods that were carved by, like, my dad and my dad and his sisters. And some of those trails
Did
resembled...
you get hurt?
how Rio and Shenhua are running through the forest right now. So when I was little, I used to run down the trails and pretend like I was doing my own QTEs. I still do it too, I'm not gonna lie. I went back to our farm illegally because we don't own it anymore. But they don't need to know that. And I ran through the trails again about a month ago. I snuck back into our old property. Which, it's owned by the government now. It's not owned by any particular person. It's like preserved space. So, as long as the park ranger doesn't see me, I'm perfectly fine.
Here's a spring.
Yes. Travelers and animals all quench their thirst here.
Yeah, I do miss the virtual fighter fight mechanics, but I will say, I still love how Shenmue 3's fighting feels.
At a place like this, with a clear spring, there are fireflies.
They're beautiful.
Yes. It's like being surrounded by stars.
It's my first time seeing so many fireflies.
Aren't there fireflies in Japan?
When I was a child.
What's up, Tim? How are you?
But there are only a few of them now.
Wait, Yo.
Huh?
You should be careful when they are shining low near the shrubs. Snake eyes shine very much like fireflies.
Snake eyes?
If you put your hand out carelessly, you'll get bitten.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Rio.
The spring here means we're almost at the end of the forest.
Really?
Yes, but it's getting dark. We must hurry on our way.
Yes. Let's move on.
I'll see if I can trigger the rare cutscenes in Guilin. There's a couple of cutscenes that are kind of rare, but I don't necessarily remember how to specifically trigger all of them, but I'll try my best. But I want to play until we get to Shenhua's house, because there are some things in Shenhua's house. I just messed that up. That are kind of important.
Don't worry.
Be careful.
I keep getting confused because the button prompts don't match my controller. I'm using a PlayStation 5 controller, the DualSense, but I have it emulating. I have it emulating an Xbox controller, so I have Xbox prompts. I could change it, but whatever. Come on, Rio, it's getting dark. See? I'm pressing X when it says X, but I'm supposed to press square when it says X because of the controller mapping.
Oh.
Sorry, I love making Rio fall into the ditch. So was there ever an explanation how Rio and Shenmue
The sun has gone down.
Rio and Shenmue understand each other? You mean Shenhua? You would think there would be a language barrier. Yeah, Yu Suzuki actually stated something about that. He just said it's video game logic.
This is
that everybody in China speaks Japanese.
It's one of the most dangerous areas around here.
Do you always walk through here?
Yes, but I don't walk here at night. When it gets dark, I can't see very well. Also, the animals start moving around looking for water.
I see. It's getting pretty dark.
We have to find the cave quickly. Soon, the moon is going to hide behind the clouds. It'll be difficult to find once it gets dark.
Is it near here?
Yes.
I love bothering
Travelers use it to
Shenhua
take shelter from the rain.
because you can keep asking her,
think it
where's
was
the
along the
cave,
cliffside.
over and over again.
Sounds good. Let's go.
I always found that funny. Yeah. He pretty much just said, like, don't ask, it's video game logic.
Let's wait for the sunrise here.
Yeah.
So if you actually skip the cutscenes, you can talk to Shenhua before you actually arrive at the cave, unlike where if you watch the cutscene, they walk far enough. And then you can keep asking her, Shenhua, where's the cave? Shenhua, is the cave nearby? Shenhua, where's the cave? It's just stupid. And that white bird is pretty significant, I think. The thing about Shenmue is that, like, there's so much symbolism in this game that pretty much everything means something. Yeah, the conversations in the cave are definitely nice. Rich. Yo, Rich makes some awesome music. Rich made a recreation of the Saturn theme for Shenmue, and it was fantastic.
Our clothes are wet. We'll freeze. We've got to find some firewood to make a fire.
Looks like someone has made a fire.
I wonder who that person was.
Someone who passed by here must have spent the night.
We can still use this.
No problem, Rich. Using that heaven
But
Zippo.
this won't be enough to last till morning. We'll need to gather more wood.
Yeah. I'll go look outside.
Yo. The twigs outside are still wet from the rain. We can't burn them.
Then what?
Look.
Some conveniently placed wood. So there's a running theory that Lan Di actually stayed in the cave.
Perhaps we could find more.
Because in the bad ending of Shenmue 2, he actually shows up to steal Shenhua. So that means that he's in the area.
I'll go find them.
So if he went the same route Rio did, it's quite possible that he stayed in the cave. Alright, so we could either spend time with these little twigs, but I'm gonna go deep in the cave and grab a bundle of them. I believe it's 2 bundles is what we need to get to the cutscene. Also, this cave just looks amazing. Here's the bundle.
There should be more.
Alright, let's grab the second bundle over here. There's also a second room up here, by the way. This little area. How are you liking your new place, James? Oh, it's been awesome. You should stop by, Rob. I'm about... I mean, you've been to my old house. I now live roughly 45 minutes further. I'm quite close to Philly. So, if you're familiar with Philadelphia, you'll likely be familiar with my area as well. But yeah, you should stop by. We should smoke some hookah or something. That's a nice statue. Look at that statue. I love how the music kicks in when you go to Shenhua.
Good, you found them.
Yeah.
There seems to be more. I'll go gather them.
They were very
Yes.
conveniently placed for us. You know, one of, if I were to go back into Shenmue modding, one of the things I would really like to do is figure out how, like, where in the map data tells the game that you can enter first-person mode, and just enable it for all of the areas. That'd be really cool. But I don't really do mods anymore. I kind of lost interest. There are, you know, plenty of people that still make mods, so hopefully one of them will probably do it eventually.
I should go back.
We have enough firewood.
Good.
Thank you.
Oh, it's 3 bundles,
Come
not
by
2
the
bundles.
fire to get warm, yo.
Yeah.
I once explored a cave in Guilin, got 10 feet in, and it was dark and slippery. I gave up because I heard bats and got scared. Video games that always give you false hope.
It's
Yeah,
warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a unfiltered cave in Guilin could be definitely pretty dangerous. Which, by the way, George,
Yo,
I was gonna actually ask you and Joe.
Talk to me.
I brought up a while back that we should go to Guilin. We should definitely do that once the world gets back to normal.
Do you always walk these paths alone?
I want to go to Guilin,
yes.
Phoenix
Did you come
Town,
to
and
China alone?
Yeah. I went to
Xi'an
Hong Kong
as well.
to meet a master named Li Xiaotao.
Hong Kong. Were you able to meet this person?
Yeah.
Who was this person?
Because
A master of Baji style.
I want to go to Xi'an specifically because I think that the Xi'an's going to be
I
important
have
later
a
in the
picture of Master
series,
Tao.
Let me see it.
or at least Shenmue's interpretation of Xi'an. I haven't done VR, but I imagine this cave
The
being
person
pretty
dressed
cool to
in
see.
blue.
Yeah,
She's
definitely.
so beautiful. She's the master?
Yeah. She taught me some moves. If I had never met her, I would have been...
Train from
My
Guilin to
father
Fenghuan
said
is only
people
2
meet
hours. We
because
got to
of
do it, man.
destiny.
If I'm gonna go to Guilin, which I will,
Yes. You didn't meet
the
her
first
by
people I'm gonna
accident.
ask is you and Joe.
Destiny had guided you to meet her.
Destiny.
If I see the Lijiang River in person, I will cry. I will cry for hours. Master Tao is so effing hot. Actually, if you call Guizan in Shenmue 3 and tell him about the Master, he mentions that she's really pretty. And Guizan's like, well, I gotta go pay a visit to Master Tao. And I'm like, oh! Guizan's got a little playerness in him, huh?
Eat, Shenfa.
I...
Uh-oh.
You must be hungry.
We walked a lot.
Tomorrow, when we get home, I'll prepare a big meal for you. I'm not that great of a
Have a
cook,
good
though.
Shenmue sesh. Much love. Can't wait to see the anime in Shenmue 4, hopefully. Same. Have a great night, Andy.
A big meal.
30-minute bus
wait.
ride after the train. I was teaching in
A
Shanghua.
rabbit? I've never tried
Changsha 2
Do you
years
eat
ago,
it all
only
the
4
time?
hours away before I knew it was in
Yes.
Shenmue.
Don't you eat rabbit in Japan?
No. We eat beef, or...
But cows help cultivate the fields.
Yeah, I think it was you and Joe, actually, that revealed to the community for the first time the area that
How
Niaowu
do
was
you
based
get your
on.
meat?
We catch them in the mountains.
The mountains. Sounds like a lot of work.
Sometimes my father catches them. Rabbits, pheasants, and turtle doves. What's wrong?
I never thought about it that way. All I've had to do was...
But yeah,
find the
my
meat
goal
or
is
the
to go to
vegetables.
Fenghuang and
What we catch are gifts from
shoot
the
a
mountains.
Shenmue real-life
The meat
location video for
satisfies our
YouTube.
hunger, and the fur protects us from the cold. Everything
Yeah,
is a
Rob, I
gift
can't
from the
eat rabbits
mountains.
either. I
I
had
guess
rabbit
that's what
once.
living in the mountains is all about.
I used to work for the Institute
Yeah.
for Advanced Study in Princeton. And they
How
had a
do
lot
you
of
usually spend
exotic
your time
foods
in the
there.
village?
One of them was
I
rabbit.
plant vegetables
And
in the
I
field
tried
and
it.
feed the goats.
And it was okay, but rabbits are like pets to me, man.
Do you go to school?
You know, being a
We
farm
don't have
boy.
one in the village. Anything I need to know I learned from my father and the villagers.
How old are you?
16.
2 years younger than me.
Do you go to school?
I used to.
Is school fun?
Yeah, I had friends in school. We used to have a lot of fun. It would have been
Sorry,
better
my
if we didn't
vape was
have
getting hot.
exams.
I need to change the coil in it.
Sounds like fun. What were your friends like?
Let's talk about my main man, Goro.
I remember... Oh yeah.
Yo, dude!
Goro?
Yeah.
Hats off to the hardworking man!
When I first met him, he was bullying and taking money from people.
What do you mean by bullying?
Rob, I'm not
He
gonna
was
comment on
threatening
that.
people to get money.
But
He
yes,
sounds like a bad person.
she is not.
Inside, he's a nice guy. He doesn't do those things anymore. He's eager to please.
In what ways?
He changes his attitude towards certain things real quickly. He started calling me bro out of nowhere.
Bro!
What a funny person.
Damn right he is.
Goro. He found a job for me at the harbor. A job carrying crates.
Ah, there's a job like that in the village. This person owns many cows.
Nah, we use machines, son.
No, I carried them using a machine.
Machines? Oh,
You've experienced a lot of
you've
things.
experienced a lot of things.
It's sad
What
when
other
you
friends
pretty
did you
much
have?
memorize the entire script of a game. Let's talk about Guizan.
There
Have
was
to
a
run,
reason.
come see us again when
Who's
COVID is
that?
done in 6 years.
We
Yeah,
met each other
totally.
because of a particular incident.
We live much
He's a
closer
stubborn
now, so I'll
guy
definitely have to
and
drop
very
by
proud.
and go hang out with you
He
and Joe for a
respected his
while.
father with all his heart.
Where is he now?
He got hurt when he was trying to save me in Japan. He got hurt because of me.
I don't think he has any regrets. Who would regret risking their life for a friend in danger?
Damn right,
My
son.
father says that's what a Chinese loyal friend is supposed to do.
A loyal friend.
I take that very seriously. Like one time, my friend Brandon
His skills in Chinese martial arts are really something.
almost got stabbed
If I
at a
ever get the
convention,
chance,
but
I'd
I
like to spar
defended
with
him.
him again.
I'm
And he
sure
didn't
you'll
get
see
stabbed.
him again.
Yeah.
What other friends did you have?
See you, George. We're gonna do Nozomi last because it starts the
There was
cutscene.
Tom.
Tom?
He's from the States. He's a real funny guy.
Did he go to school
Your
too?
father?
No, he sold hot dogs in town.
Hot dogs?
It's a foreign food. He also loved to dance. He was always singing.
He sounds like a fun person.
Yeah, he taught me a special move before I left.
Where is he now?
He went back home to the States. I think he's doing fine.
Fun fact, in the English
What
dub
other friends
of
did you
Shenmue
have?
1, Tom is voiced by Ryan Dries. And Ryan Dries is the face
There
model
was a
Nozomi?
for
Who's that?
Robert Kendo in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 Remake. So, when you play RE2 Remake and you get to Kendo's gun shop, that's literally Tom.
Are all Japanese women so beautiful?
Nozomi is really,
I'm not sure.
really gorgeous.
She looks so gentle.
I gave her so much
Half
trouble.
Japanese, half Canadian, if I remember correctly.
Did something happen?
She was kidnapped by a bunch of rough men back home.
And what happened?
I saved her,
That was good.
but she experienced such fear.
Where is she now?
In Canada,
Canada?
a country far away.
Do you wish to see her?
I have things to get done. I have to go through that first.
Really?
It's getting late. I think you should get some sleep.
Yes.
I love this part. While this cutscene's running, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go refill my vape juice, son.
It'll be a fine day tomorrow. I know because the wind shifted.
You can tell just because of that?
During this season, when the west wind blows, it'll be a fine day.
Really? It's late now. Go ahead and get some sleep. I'll watch the fire.
Thank you.
Alright, I am back. Rio's doing Tai Chi. Which is important, kinda, because we've never really seen him do Tai Chi. Kinda shows that he's growing a bit to be calm, you know?
Yo.
What's up, Damien? How are you?
Yo.
Sorry, did I wake you up?
No, I got some sleep. Tai Chi, did you learn that from your father too?
No, I learned this in Hong Kong, but I mostly learned from watching. Breathe in the power from the earth, and collect it in the center of the abdomen.
There is much power in the trees, water, stones, and everything.
Power in everything?
Yes, I always gain power from the forest.
It's also
From
important.
the forest.
I'm alright, Damien. A little stressed, but I'm doing alright.
What was that?
Wolves.
Wolves. Are they nearby?
Yes, there are many wolves.
Tai Chi is definitely
The
great.
name Long Huishan means Wolf's Mountain.
I heard that wolves are nocturnal.
Yes, sometimes groups of them attack people at night.
People.
It's also kind of cool that, like,
you
Shenmue
scared?
talks about the wolves,
We'll be
and when you
fine if
arrive
we
at
have
Bayou
the
Village in
fire
Shenmue
burning.
3, you can actually hear them in
They
the
will
background.
never come near a fire.
It's a nice little detail.
Oh, that's why we built a fire at the entrance. We better keep the fire going then.
I'll watch the fire now. You should rest a little, Joe.
Are you sure?
I love this part.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ah, man. Shenmue's Lullaby. I'm getting teary-eyed. GD4 was amazing. Are you talking about Disc 4 of Shenmue 2? I'm not going to interrupt her. It's fucking beautiful. Sorry, I'm getting all emotional. The scene blew my mind. Same. I have a recording of this part and I just kind of play it in the background when I'm doing stuff. There's just something so calming about it. Yeah, right? I mean, this is the re-release, but it's not really that different aside from, obviously, the higher resolution rendering. which I'm actually considering shutting off because I actually prefer looking at this game in a lower resolution.
Did I wake you?
It's just kind of like a personal thing.
What was that song?
Have I been to Asia? Yes.
Village.
I've been to China twice and
Bayou
Japan
Village?
twice.
Yes. There are many old songs in the village.
Technically, I went to China
What
4
was the
times,
meaning
but
of
that's
that
counting
song?
like
It's a
layovers.
song about the landscape of Guilin. The mountains of Guilin glisten after the rain. Clear water flows into the spring.
In China, I've
which
only been to
flows into the
Beijing.
river of Ingshui.
In Japan, I've been to Yokosuka, I've been
It's the
to
river where you
Tokyo,
saved me.
and the towns in between.
In the
Because
summer,
Yokosuka
there are
is
fireflies
about
by the riverside.
45 minutes south, I believe,
So
of
the
Tokyo.
name Ingshui Twin means River of Fireflies.
If you look at my YouTube channel, I actually did some videos about them, like in the areas.
I'll watch the fire now, Shenfa.
Thank you.
I usually play the English dub whenever I'm showing the game off. Also because, like, you know, a lot of us in the community, like, the English voice actors are all, like, in the community with us. So I also like playing it just in English to, you know, show their work. But when I'm, like, playing on my own, especially right now, I'm playing Japanese with no subtitles because I find that a good way to practice Japanese. So, like, I can play and beat Shenmue 1, 2, and 3 in full Japanese, no problem. With, like, no subtitles. I recorded my playthrough back in 2001. I love the scene with the Storm 2. Shenmue had the best hands
Just like you said.
of any game that generation. I know that's weird to notice, but they're absolutely exceptional. Yeah,
Let's
totally.
go. It's this way.
Dan, do you still have that recording? I'd like to see it.
Yo, look.
All the mountains here have such strange shapes.
But aren't they beautiful?
Yeah.
They are called Shanqing.
Shen Chen?
Yes, it means a mountain with a pure, beautiful shape.
I see.
Oh. I love this song.
Shenfa,
Yes?
it's been a long time since I walked on mountain paths like this one.
Oh? What kind of mountains are there where you grew up?
Mountains. In Japan, there's a beautiful mountain called Mount Fuji.
I used to prefer the English dub. That's how I played
What
Shenmue 2 on the
country?
Xbox, and later
It
Shenmue
must
1
be
on the
very far.
Dreamcast.
It's beyond the sea.
I recently played the
The
PC
sea.
release
I'd like to see it.
and chose Japanese, and it was nice, but English dub has a charm to it. Is this the PC re-release? Yes, it is the PC re-release.
You have never seen the sea before?
Never.
Have you
One of
ever
my
been
favorite
outside
songs,
Guilin?
hell yeah.
Not even once.
Oh, my controller just stopped responding.
Did you ever wish
There
to
we
go
go.
out?
I never thought of it. The flowers and animals keep me company when I go to the forest. They talk to me.
Hmm?
Another
Flowers
important
and the
note
animals?
there.
Yes.
How?
I can't
She dives
explain,
more into
but
that in Shenmue 3
those
about
who
what
live
she
in the
means
same
by the
forest
animals
can
talk to me.
understand each other.
You understand each other.
Yes.
Shenfa,
Yes?
you know about the wind?
Huh? The wind?
Yeah, you knew about the rain because the wind changed, right?
Oh. Yes.
I do, I
can
definitely
tell
have to
the weather
find
from
it.
the
All my
changes in
VHS
the
tapes are in
wind's
the basement. I
direction
keep putting
and
off
its
getting something to
humidity.
capture it all. Dan, I don't know where you live, but if you're near me, I'm in the Pennsylvania area. I can get to like New York
yesterday in the
City or
forest.
anything. If you need
I
help
felt
ripping
the humid
VHS
wind
tapes,
from
I have
the
all the
west.
hardware to do it.
It was a sign that the rain clouds were
My
approaching.
mom, back when I was younger, used to record everything on VHS tapes, so I've been digitizing all of them to like keep them
You
safe
can
because it's
tell
now
all
like,
that?
you know, these
I
tapes
can
are like
tell not only
25,
from
30
the
years old
winds,
now.
But from watching
Ah,
the clouds.
David Crossan, what's up,
clouds?
buddy? I miss you.
Yes, the faint clouds like fog.
Everybody,
in the
welcome
sky.
David to the chat.
And
David is a
the
fucking
small
legend.
line clouds are a sign of clear weather.
Really? The clouds.
If you observe the sky carefully...
David co-created one of the greatest YouTube channels in existence.
Yes. There are many signs in the sky.
If any of you guys have ever watched Classic Game
agree.
Room on YouTube, David here is one of the original hosts of it. Fucking legend. Dave, how you been, man? How's life? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Nothing.
Bayou Village is
It's kind of sad that we would all be at we would all be at MagFest right now. Oh, Henry, what's up, man? Nothing much on my end. How are you doing?
Shenfa.
Yes?
It looks like we're going down the mountain. Are we getting near the village?
Yes, that's right.
I see. So once we get through this path, it looks like we'll be there.
Yes, after we go over another mountain.
Oh. The mountains continue.
Are you tired now?
Good, man. Taking a quick break from work. Gotta get back to it soon. No problem. I'm off
fine.
today until Sunday.
Good. Have you gotten
Just because
used to the
I only
mountain
work 4
paths
days a
yet?
week.
Yeah. I'm getting pretty used to walking here.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I definitely am, Shenhua. I've been walking through this forest for 20 years now.
Watch your step.
Nice. I'm in Atlanta, unfortunately. I recorded Dead or Alive 2 as well as Panzer Dragoon Saga and others. I loved watching them over and over. Nice, Dan. I actually go to Atlanta for Dragon Con, so we should meet up next time I go. I was thinking of going this year, but it's all pending COVID, of course.
Shenfa.
Yes?
But yeah, I went to Dragon Con like 6 times.
Let's hurry on.
Yes.
A landslide.
See you later, Damien. Thanks for hanging out. David says I need to finish this on Xbox. Totally.
We can't
I'm
get
good, bro.
past
Thanks
here.
for asking.
It's
Are you ready
probably
for the
because of the rain last
PS5?
night.
I can't wait to play
Is there another
Shenmue
path we
4.
can take?
I don't know.
I'm actually playing with a PlayStation 5 controller right now.
Wait,
I managed to get a
mentioning another
PS5
path.
off of Amazon when they first went
Another
up,
path?
before
There
the
was a path
stupid
that broke
scalpers
off on
got
our way
old.
here.
Oh, that one.
Perhaps that path could be...
Yeah, let's go see.
Yes.
I also have a Series X controller right here. My Series X is right over there. I was actually playing Morrowind on it yesterday. No problem, Damien. Thanks for coming. Dan says, most definitely, man, I'm so game for that. Hell yeah, dude. Just get prepared because I party like a motherfucker at conventions. Like, at Dragon Con, I used to down like entire bottles of Everclear. It's pretty crazy. I actually stopped going to Dragon Con because I thought I was going to die from alcohol poisoning.
Is this the path?
Like, that's not even a
It
joke.
might be.
We would drink a lot. It was like getting dangerous after a while. Like, I remember in the DoubleTree area,
I'm not too sure.
in
We don't have a
I forget which
choice.
hotel it was. It's the one that has the Pulse Bar in it.
Let's
It's like
go,
the
Shenhua.
main Dragon Con hotel. Like, I remember passing out on just like the floor of the hotel, like in the lobby, and I slept there all night. And I woke up to like the security guys at the hotel being like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm great." All right, so I'm gonna actually not take the right path each time, just so we could see more of the forest. Let's see. Hi, James. I can finally watch a live stream. I can never catch Corey's live streams because of time zones. Yeah, that's understandable. Time zones are annoying. I talked to Corey on Twitch, him and his daughter. That's cool, man. Yeah, Corey and Katana are cool people. I think Corey's playing Shenmue 2 tomorrow, if I remember correctly. Oh, I love this part when we get to see the stream change colors. So, if we go right, I believe that's where the landslide is. Calvin, yes, I have speedran this game. I used a lot of tactics that Puri Puri did in his speedrun. I can usually average between like 3 to 4 hours. But, like, I've never really tried too hard to do it, but, like, I've done the speed runs where, like, you use the map glitch to, like, skip most of the Yellowhead building and stuff like that. And, like, the skip for most of Kowloon as well, by glitching through the door that the scout brings you to.
Yo. I think we can get across there.
Here's the part that was recreated for the Shenmue
Watch out
3
for the
prototype
stones
that
with
was shown
moss.
at the E3
You might slip.
presentation.
But the river is shallow here.
No. The river flow can be more powerful than it seems. If you slip, you could sprain your ankle.
I'm thinking about failing the QT on purpose.
Alright, I'll be careful.
I'll go first.
I think it's left, right, X. Or A, technically.
Yo, this way.
I forget what multi-QT it is. Yeah, left, right, A, yeah.
Let's move on before it gets too dark.
Right.
Bayou Village. Yo, we were right about taking this path.
Yeah.
Saying that's how I thought about speedrunning Shenmue 2,
We can
because
move
stair
on.
maps glitching Yellowhead building
Yes.
is so hard to do. It's
Good.
not that
Let's
bad.
go.
I think starting the actual map glitch is the hard part, like getting the timing right. But once you get the visual cue down for when like the elevator barrier opens up, then you can kind of time it. I think the only hard one is going up to 17th floor, because then you gotta like skip through 2 of the grates for the stairs. Oh yeah, and oh wait, sorry, David. So what are your own thoughts on Shenmue 4? Do you think it will appeal to the mainstream, or do you think he would try hard to keep it for the older fans? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'll love it to death. What the other fans think, I have no idea. But knowing Yu Suzuki, I think that just like how Shenmue 3 was, he'll probably try to make it appeal to both fans and new people as well. But, you know, we just gotta wait and see. Let's see. I never noticed this was in the Shenmue 3 video. Learn something new every day. Yeah. Yeah, there's also the scene with the Fireflies that they made a Shenmue 3 sequence out of, but it never actually showed up in Shenmue 3.
Yeah.
When you step on the stone,
They kind of just built it in a
maintain
new
your
engine.
balance by
These
stepping
characters
out
emote so
gently.
well. The scene where Ryo first
Same as
got
the leg
a bed
steps
from
of
chewing
jujitsu.
and he's laying there
What's
as she
jujitsu?
cries, he looks
A
away.
Japanese martial art.
Yeah,
I learned
dude.
it from my father.
The
Slide
cutscenes
your
are...
feet as a bird would
The
go down
filmography
water
of
surface.
Shenmue 2 is so perfectly
I was
executed.
taught that. But you've acquired that skill naturally.
You must have martial arts on your mind all the time.
Yep.
No, not really.
I'll go first.
That's bullshit, Ryo. Left, right, left, A, I think? I love that
Please be
camera
careful.
turn. There we go.
Good. You got across safely.
Yeah,
Let's go. The village is still further ahead.
alright.
Let's see. I saw Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2 beta on the Dreamcast. Whenever I had a chance to play it in the States, it was only in the UK and Japan. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember begging my mom to buy me an import of Shenmue 2, but it was too expensive. Because some game stores, back before GameStop ruined every other game store, Electronics Boutique, representing East Brunswick, New Jersey, had it, and it was like $80. It came with Shenmue 2 PAL and a boot disc for it. Let's go right. One thing too that I always found interesting about this part of Shenmue 2 is that as you run down the paths, the map that you're creating almost looks like a star map. Which, for those of you who don't know, the Little Dipper, or is it the Big Dipper, I forget, is very important to the Shenmue story. So I think this is just circles around, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the circular path, so let's go this way. cutscene.
The Guardians.
What's the matter?
We're back on the original path.
Really?
Yes. The Guardians are the sign. The landslide we saw was this way. Bayou Village is this way.
Really?
From here on, it's the path that I usually take. Good. Now you can follow me.
All right. You can lead the way. That's a relief. Shenfa,
Yes, Yo?
you always take this path, right?
Yes.
Where do you usually go when you take this path?
I go to the docks of Longhuishan Mountain.
Let's see, replying to David, yes, made that same mistake.
Why do you go to the docks?
Bought a Series X.
I go
I never
there to buy
opened it,
things that
sitting
I
on my
can't
floor as
get
we
in the
speak. My
village.
friend wants to buy it for me, so I won't take it back. Huh.
Like what?
Iron is and also for the tools my father uses.
Dan, you should
for
look
work.
into dev kit mode for the Series
He
X,
takes good
because you can
care of
install
his
RetroArch
tools.
on it and use it as a
But
really
when
good
they are
emulator
broken,
machine.
He can't get them fixed in the village.
I was playing PSP games on my Series X.
What else?
I also buy
And I got
medicines
Power
that
Stone
are only
booting on
sold
it.
in town.
Oh, medicines.
The villagers usually use herbal medicine.
I find it
But
cool
for
that
emergencies,
Shenhua gives you a lot of
you can find
information
food in
about
town.
Bayou Village in Shenmue
Right.
2,
Medicine
and
is
pretty much
precious.
all of it is represented in
Yes,
Shenmue
the boats
3.
bring a lot.
The
But
consistency is
medicines are
really
expensive,
cool.
So I can't buy that much.
I see.
Although I will say, admittedly, in my mind, for the longest time, I kind of saw Bayou Village as a very remote village, whereas in Shenmue 3, it's
Shenmue.
not as remote as I thought it
Yes.
would be.
No matter how far we go, the paths look all the same.
It's like this everywhere around here.
Did you ever get lost?
When I was small, I did. But if you get lost, just take the animal trails.
The animal trails?
The path that the animals in the mountains walk. If you follow one, it'll always lead to water.
How do you find one?
You look for animal footprints.
Footprints. You know so much about animals.
I've played in the forest since I was a child.
You learned
Same.
it naturally.
No, my father taught me most of the things I know.
Your father.
Yes, about the forest and the mountains, and the animals. He taught me about the sky, the stars, and many other things.
I see. The path branches off.
Yo,
Hmm.
we'll be taking a detour, but ahead there's a field full of beautiful flowers.
Flowers?
Yes, do you want to see them?
So, if you go to see the flowers, it's actually an achievement.
Sure. Why not, since we're here?
Yes, this way. Follow me.
If the rumors turned out to be true that Microsoft was going to let Sega brand Series X in Japan, would you have bought one? Oh, of course, hell yeah. I was thinking about putting a Sega sticker on my Series X for the hell of it.
Shenfa,
Yes?
up ahead, the view spreads out.
Yes, there are less trees. There are many flowers in bloom.
Yeah, dude, RetroArch on Series X is really cool.
What kind of flowers?
It's a little unstable right now, like
Koza
I've had it crash
blossoms.
on me a few times.
Really? Koza blossoms.
But,
There
you
are
know,
so
as
many of
they
them,
further develop it, I'm
like
sure
a
it'll get a
flower
lot better.
garden.
A flower garden. So many?
Yes. Sometimes I sit among the flowers and rest. When you bathe in the sun with the flowers, it feels really good.
I bet it does.
Let's go there, Yo.
Alright. Shenfa,
Yes?
all we have to do now is go down this path.
Yes, we're back on the usual path.
I see. How far are we from the place where there was a landslide?
Probably very close.
Oh, we really took the long way.
It couldn't be helped.
That's true. How much longer to Bayou Village?
We still have a long way to go.
Really?
But don't worry, we won't get lost from here.
If you lead the way, probably not.
Yes. Look, y'all. Aren't they beautiful?
Yes, they are beautiful.
The last time I came here, the flowers were still in buds, but now they've all bloomed.
Really?
Let's move on. There will be more flowers ahead.
See you later, Calvin.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. Do you think that we could see Joy and Wong's reunion with Ren and Ryo in Shenmue 4 in China? Yeah, I think so. I don't think Joy and Wong will be gone forever.
Shenfa,
Yes?
flowers. I haven't looked at flowers like this for a long time.
Which flower do you like?
My big issue
I
is
don't
I
know much
actually
about
use my
flowers.
Kinect pretty extensively in TV functionality, so Series X doesn't stand out for me. I gotta wait for actual games to release. Yeah, it's understandable.
But
The only reason
my
why I
father
bought
liked
one
lilies.
is because I had the opportunity
father.
to do so.
yeah, I remember.
It's kind of a long story.
Are you talking about Nozomi again?
No, I'm talking about my father.
Oh, you're right. You were talking about the lilies that your father liked.
I
Whenever
bought,
I see lilies, they
pretty
remind
much
me of my
a
father.
friend of mine
Everyone
wound
has
up
a
getting
flower
2
that
Series
reminds them
X's
of
because he was
something.
trying hard on multiple
Yeah.
websites to get them, like while we were all trying to get one. And he hit me up. He's like, "Hey, I have an extra Series X," and I wound up buying it from him, like for the retail price.
Shenfa,
Yes?
there are so many koza blossoms here.
Yes. In this area, everywhere you look, you'll see colza blossoms. You have them in your country.
Yeah. I'm surprised that there are so many.
When I was small, whenever I saw a field of blossoms, I used to pick them and bring them home.
Really?
We ate them,
You would eat them? I see.
and we would collect oil from the seeds.
There was a place near my house where many of these bloomed.
Really? I like colza blossoms, but I like the evening
I miss the
chrysanthemums
times
the
where
best.
launch games existed
know
that showed
about
you
them?
why next gen was a necessity. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Evening chrysanthemum?
I will
What kind
say
of
though, I
flower is
think
that?
the Demon
They
Souls
are
remake was a
smaller
really
than
good
evening
showcase for the
primroses
PS5
and
though.
bloom
That game is
in
fantastic.
unnoticeable areas.
I haven't
Not
actually
many
played it
people know
myself,
about
but
them,
I have a friend
but they are
who's
my
super
favorite.
into like Demon Souls
Evening
and Dark Souls,
chrysanthemums.
and I watched him play
If
a
I
bit of it,
see
and I was
one,
like,
I'll
holy
let
crap,
you
this game
know.
looks amazing.
Alright.
Hey, we're at the Spider Tree.
What's wrong, yo?
A strangely shaped tree.
A spider tree.
A spider?
That's what the villagers call it. The branches look like spider legs.
Now that you mention
freaking
it,
hate
they
spiders.
do.
Whenever I'm walking back to the village, I feel relieved. when I see this
We used to
tree.
get some really fucking large
We're
cave
halfway
crickets
to
on our
Bayou
farm.
Village
Things used to
from
scare
here.
the shit out of me.
This tree marks the halfway point.
I see.
Now come on, the village is this way.
Shenfa,
What is it, yo?
we've come a long way. Are you tired?
I'm fine. I'm used to walking here.
Oh, that's right.
Are you alright? Do you want to take a rest?
No, I'm fine. Let's hurry on our way.
You don't have to be in such a hurry now. This path is...
The path that you're familiar with?
Yes, up ahead there is a clear spring. If you're tired, we can take a rest there.
A spring. Good idea. Let's go there.
Alright.
The 6 color
Shenpa.
spring.
Yes?
We've been walking for a long time, but there's no one passing by.
No, hardly anyone visits the village, and hardly any villagers venture from the village.
I guess when you're surrounded by these mountains. What is it?
Everyone will be curious when they see you in the village.
Yeah, I imagine so.
That's a little discrepancy in
children will be
between
really
this and
happy.
Shenmue 3,
It will be
because
their
in Shenmue
first
3 we
time
find
to
out
see
that
a
a lot of the
foreigner.
guys of the village go out to the city. So is Shenmue now going to be all based in China? I really want him to go back to Hong Kong. I love that adventure.
Yo,
That's a hard thing
it would be
to
nice if you could
really
talk to the
determine at
children.
this time, because we
Tell
really
them
don't
about
know.
Japan and the sea.
I personally believe that Shenmue
Yeah,
will end
I hope
with
I have
Ryo
the time to
returning
do
to
that.
Japan, to be honest.
Yes?
Like, as like
I mean,
all
I
of his
can.
adventure unfolds, I could
Yes,
see Yu
please.
Suzuki ending the series with Ryo returning home as like the new man that he is now.
Shenfa,
Yes?
But we just gotta wait and see.
let's hurry on.
Yes.
The path branches off again.
Yo, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh. The path is branching off again.
I told you, you'll be fine if you leave it all to me. This way.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, dude, I would have loved to see what Virtua Fighter 4 would have looked like on the Dreamcast.
Shenfa,
Yes?
how long does it take to get to Bayou Village from here?
This area is the halfway point between the village and the cave.
Alright, you can lead the way from here.
Yes, you'll be fine if you follow me. I know the way.
Alright.
She knows the way.
Shenfa,
Yes?
are you tired, Shenfa?
I'm fine, but
But?
are you tired? You're not used to these mountain paths.
This is nothing compared to martial arts training.
Oh, good.
I used to learn martial arts from my father, ever since I was little.
You like the martial arts, don't you?
Well, now I'm not too sure about that.
Ooh.
Was it hard for you?
When you're training, there's not too much fun involved.
Oh? You do it even when it's not fun?
That's what martial arts is about. That's just how it is.
Oh,
Well, now I'm not too sure about that.
yes?
Maybe, now that I think back, I was having fun.
Yes. You do like the martial arts, right?
Yeah,
That's because it was fun. If it's not fun, you can't like it.
you might be right.
Very important that Rio's now
Spring.
questioning some of those things. It shows that he's kind of growing, you
The
know?
water's color.
This spring is called Five Color Spring.
5-color spring?
From noon till evening, the water's color changes 5 times.
Do you think that Rio could
That's
bring
why it has that name.
A mysterious spring.
Joy, Ren, and Wong to Japan? I don't know. I can see Shenhua going, though.
The color will change soon. Look, Yo.
Shenmue is certainly going to go more supernatural before it's all said and done. Damn right it is.
How does this happen?
How? I never thought of the spring as
I
strange.
personally believe that
Really?
the Shenmue Online trailer from China Joy, even though it's not technically canon, I feel like some of those elements will probably show up in the series. Like the whole battle between the
That's
Earth Dragon and the
phenomenal.
Phoenix and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, I could see Shenmue having, like, a supernatural, like, Grandioso battle in it.
Landslide again. We have to take a different path.
I'm sorry, Yo.
Huh?
After I told you to leave it to me to lead you the way.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back to that branching path.
Yes.
We have no choice but to go this way.
You're right.
Alright? I'll go first from here.
Yes. You can lead the way.
The anime is just going to be focused on the first game. For now, at least. Let's make a right here. And then I believe it's the next right, if I remember correctly.
Wait, Yo.
There's some
What's
herbs.
the matter, Shenfa?
These are herbs.
Herbs.
For my father.
Your father?
I mean,
sorry.
Shenmue already
I'm
has a lot of
just
supernatural
Let's
stuff
go.
in it, you know? The ending of Shenmue 2 being one, the fact that Ryo dreams about Shenhua. After he gets the mirror, it starts to affect his sleep. But that's assuming that the story still remains the same with all of that context, of course. Who knows, you know? This is the waterfall which blocks our entry. Yep.
It's a dead... Let's look for another path.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the anime. Alright, let's make this right. And there's more herbs. This is one of the extra cutscenes.
What's wrong?
Where Rio
Will?
notices the herbs.
These are the herbs that you were picking. I see some over there, too.
There are so many of them. This place is full of
Oh man,
herbs.
I'm getting hungry. I got to eat soon.
This should be enough.
These herbs will help my father.
Good.
Thanks to you.
Well,
Really, thank you.
we better keep moving.
Oh yeah. In American English we call them herbs. But I know some of my friends in Europe call them herbs. I don't know, it's just the dialect difference. Like, one of my close friends in Europe, her name's Laura. You guys may remember she ran a Etsy shop called So Real Games. And whenever we talk about Shenmue, she says her
The
herbs.
rocks are like bridges, and many are connected.
So this part's interesting because if you walk slowly over this path, you don't get all the QTEs that you would normally
When I
get.
first saw this.
The scenery looks artificial.
True.
Well, yeah, it's a
But
video
it's the
game.
wind and water that created the shapes over a long time.
Really? It's narrow, but I think we can cross it.
Yes, but watch your step.
Yeah, H is usually silent.
Okay. We could die if we fall.
If we cross it slowly, we won't fall. Let's go.
Okay, I'll go first.
So I'm gonna take this path slowly. Usually I run down it, but I always fail the QTE because I'm an idiot.
Oops.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, there we go. See, that's what I mean.
Oops. Oops.
There we go. Very nice.
The bridge ends here.
Yeah, she makes amazing mirrors. Laura is very talented. I was actually talking to her today.
Yo, jump!
Okay.
I'll show you what happens when he falls. Hey, Rio's fine. He's
The vision's
fine.
here.
Jump carefully. We can make it.
Oh,
Yo, jump!
okay.
Now let's go. The path continues.
Good.
Yeah, the texture work is quite advanced for the time that it came out in.
Bayou Village. Yo, let's move on.
Yeah. It's this way, right?
Yes.
Good. Let's go.
It's the Guardians.
What is this?
That is a stone lion.
The stone lion.
It is an ancient Chinese sign placed on the roads that branch off.
Road
Henry
sign.
Jack, can I play Shenmue 1 and 2
Then
on the PlayStation
We're
5?
back
Yes,
on
you
the
can.
usual path. I'm familiar
It is
with
backwards
this path.
compatible. You could also play it on Series X.
The village is not far from here now. Let's go. Follow me.
yeah. Shenfa,
Yes?
I saw that stone lion in Hong Kong too.
The Stone Lion King is a talisman found everywhere in China.
A talisman.
We pray for safe journeys.
So that's why it's sitting by the path.
Yes, especially on the points where the paths
Yes,
branch
Rio
off.
needs to be in a fighting game.
Where the paths branch off?
I was taught when I was a child that it protects the village from evil spirits.
I remember now. I saw them at the entrances of the towns in Hong Kong.
That's not a surprise. Also, we pray to it when a child gets sick.
A child?
Yes, as a child, when I had a fever, the old lady in the village prayed for me.
Yep, we now know that that old lady is probably Elder Ye.
They have them in your village as well?
We place them in the village where the roads cross, where some houses have them carved in the walls.
I guess they're everywhere.
Yes,
Shenfa,
yes?
what sort of animals live here?
There are many kinds of animals.
Yesterday you told me that there were wolves.
There are wolves and bears in these mountains.
Wolves and bears. Aren't you scared of them?
I'm not scared. Nothing dangerous happens. The bears won't attack people.
I see.
But if you see a cub, you have to get away from it quickly.
Cubs?
Yes. The mother bear would fight,
Yeah.
risking its own life to protect her child.
Risking her own life to protect her child.
But bears hardly ever attack people.
Well, that depends on what
It's
kind
a
of bear it is.
kind-hearted animal.
I see. What's wrong, Shenfa?
The two paths. Which way was it?
Are we lost?
No, we'll be fine. Either path will take us to the village. It's just that
What?
one of them will be a detour. The paths look so much alike, I can't tell which one.
Alright. I'll decide on which path.
I usually go right,
Yes, please do.
but we're gonna go left this time. Do you think Rio could return
Let's
to
go this
Hong
way.
Kong after China? I have no idea.
Yes.
I made a bunch of Shenmue, SOR, and Last Bronx characters in Soul Calibur a while ago. My friends were surprised I could pull it off with things like tennis shoes.
These are...
Dandelions.
Dandelions.
Ever since I was a small child, I used to play here, blowing the seeds.
I remember I used to do the same.
You too?
Yeah, David, there is a Dead or Alive mod.
When I was
it was made by...
I still do.
Was it Blue Mew or was it Esperal? I think it was Esperal that made it. Here's another very important scene, which is why I went this way.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like there's snowflakes dancing upward to the sky. Now let's move on.
Yeah. Shenfa.
Yes?
I love how he just doesn't ask her about what she just did. God damn
Are
it,
there
Rio.
other animals besides wolves and bears?
Rabbits and...
Yeah, the Dreamcast had a hard time catching up on
Foxes
some of the
and
Shenmue 2 scenes.
What kind of
Especially the
animals were there
QTE
where you grew up?
in Shenmue 2 were when, what's his name?
Okay.
When Zong gets caught.
We owned carp in the pond of our garden.
At your house?
Yeah, my father took real good care of them. I used to feed them too.
There's a villager who owns a huge carp.
Really? In Bayou Village?
Yes, we cook them on New Year's, or when there's something to celebrate.
What's up, Gabriel?
Do you eat them?
Didn't you eat yours?
No. The ones we had were just to look at.
Carp? Just to look at?
Yeah. Those kinds are really colorful and beautiful.
Oh, there are carp like that in Japan? Yo, the village is this way.
Yeah. Shenfa,
Yes?
isn't it dangerous to walk in the mountains alone?
There's nothing dangerous here. I just stay put when there's no moon, or when it rains heavily. And if you don't surprise the animals, they won't attack you.
Really?
If you know about the mountains and the forest, you'll realize that people are just another creature in the mountains. There's nothing to fear.
People are also creatures in the mountains.
But yo,
Hmm?
watch out for the snakes. There are poisonous ones.
Poisonous snakes?
Yes, if the snake's head is triangle-shaped, it's poisonous. It slithers on the ground, so you can't notice it even if it's near you.
Alright, I'll remember that.
It would be terrible if you got bitten.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Are there lots of poisonous snakes?
I see them sometimes, but the poison of the snakes around here isn't too strong. Even if you're bitten, if we take care of it quickly, you'll be fine.
I see.
Feel better?
Yeah, a little.
We're almost there. We're almost at Shenhua's house. Yeah, nothing to fear, but you know, watch out for the snakes. Story of my life, actually, when I used to live in the woods. Snakes and spiders are a fucking bane of my existence. And llamas. I hate llamas. Worst farm animals ever. Although llamas are good for keeping cattle safe. Do you think that Rio could learn new moves like Jeet Kune Do and also bring
It
throwing
sounds
moves
like a
back?
waterfall. I hear it from the path on
I
the
guess
left.
that all depends on
Is there a
budget, right?
waterfall?
Because the reason why throwing
No.
moves weren't in Shenmue
I
3
don't
is for
think there was
budgetary
one
restrictions.
nearby.
Then what is that sound?
I don't
Learning
know.
new moves? Yeah, of course.
Do you want to go find out?
She said we're almost there 45 minutes ago. Yeah, let's go check out the waterfall.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
So llamas, one of the life hacks as a farmer. Llamas are usually very accepting of bringing other animals into their pack. So if you keep llamas with other animals in the same corral, with so if you have like cows with llamas, if the cows get attacked by like foxes and stuff at nighttime, the llamas will actually defend them because they're a part of the pack, so to speak. So llamas are good for that reason. But other than that, fuck llamas. I have personal experience with llamas spitting at me when I was a kid that I really don't appreciate.
Wow. There's water back in the river.
Huh?
Look. This river has been dry for months.
Really? We heard this waterfall. But why did the water start running all of a sudden?
Last night's rain. The rain made the waterfall, and it's now flowing into the river.
That rain made this waterfall.
Yes. Whenever it rains hard, small waterfalls are made here and there.
Thanks, Olama.
Really?
The river runs into the Lijiang. The village is up the river.
Let's go.
Yes.
Shenfa,
Yes?
what does your house look like?
My house, like any other ordinary house in the village.
An ordinary house in Bayou Village. I can't imagine what it looks like.
They're wooden pillars and walls made from dirt.
Walls made from dirt.
There are houses made from stone in the village, too. We can get various kinds of stones near the village. There are rare, beautiful stones and strong ones, too, used to build houses.
There are no houses in Japan made from stone.
Oh,
What do you mean by rare, beautiful stones?
you can only find them in Guilin, specifically near Bayou
Phantom
Village.
Riverstone, baby.
They used to be treasured by the emperors and nobles in the city.
Emperors and nobles.
Yo, what are Japanese houses made of?
My house was made from wood. Most of the old houses are made from wood.
Only wood?
No, the roofs are tiled, and the windows and doors have glass.
Glass. We don't have that in the village.
Really?
Once broken, it can't be fixed. No one uses it for houses.
Oh. Shenfa,
Yes?
how do the villagers live?
Most people cultivate the fields and own water buffalo or goats.
Water buffalo.
There are horses, too, for people to ride on.
Can you ride a horse?
I can, but I'm not too good at it.
Really?
When I was small, I wanted to run around freely like the boys. I always wished I could do that.
Aren't the girls allowed to ride horses?
I wasn't really allowed to.
I never rode on a horse before.
I heard that the people in town ride in cars. Do you ride cars?
Yeah, I got rides.
Really? But we don't need them in Bayou Village.
You think so?
Cars can't get through these mountain paths. I'm sure the horses and cows can get you there faster.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yo, we'll be out of the forest soon.
Yeah.
It won't take long now. Let's move on.
Ah,
Yo,
here we
We're
are.
almost there.
I see. Shenfa, is Bayou Village near now?
We have to go a little further to reach the place where the villagers live.
Really?
But my house is right there. It's on that small hill. Please come in for a while.
But I need to go to Bayou Village.
You saved my life. I want to thank you. Please rest for a bit, please.
Oh, Alright.
Good. Follow me. We'll see my house soon.
Oh, man. Oh. It feels like being home. Let's compare it to now what's shown in Shenmue 3. This was one game I played where I was completely immersed in it. The conversations with Shenhua just worked. I would forget to eat or drink while playing this. Yeah, dude, I'm starving right now. Oh, man. I have to go refill my vape again. I'll be right back.
Here.
What's this tree?
Shenmue.
Huh?
A tree called Shenmue.
Shenmue.
Every year, at this time of the season, its flowers bloom.
Really?
This tree holds a special meaning for me.
The Shenmue Tree has its flowers in bloom again this year.
Shenfa, a beautiful flower.
I know. We will name our child Shenfa.
Shenfa, that is wonderful. The Shenmue Tree shall protect her.
I always say that this is the most important cutscene in Shenmue. Because look at how old that area looks. And you could actually mod the game to walk around in that area and it looks really nice.
The flower of the Shenmue Tree is called Shenfa.
That's...
Yes, that's my name.
Yeah, sadly, it seems like a lot of things were cut out of Shenmue 3. If you go back to like a lot of the old interviews. Which is really sad, but, you know, that's just game development for you. Even Shenmue 2 had a lot of stuff cut out of it. Like, for instance, there was a village in between Longwishan and Shenhua's house that you were supposed to visit. And the only proof of its existence is the couple of screenshots we got of it. And then
there was a tree at home
in the Shenmue 3 developer interviews, the lead character artist talked
At
about
your
it,
house?
Miyawaki-san.
They were called cherry blossoms. Their petals were pale pink.
Cherry blossoms. Does that tree hold a special meaning for you too?
Yes.
Yeah, he was supposed to ride a bike in
Let's
Tobita,
go.
yeah.
It's this way.
I think it's important to note that Shenhua here is really young, and only a couple of years ago she was a baby from that age, right? Meanwhile, the area that she's in is so drastically different from the shrine that they named her at. Goes to show you that there's something going on with that cutscene that hasn't been revealed to us yet.
What's the matter, Shenfo?
When I was a child, I used to play on that swing. Every year when the Shenmue's flowers bloomed.
Is this house located in Bayou Village?
Yes. We're at the edge of the village.
Really? That tree.
The Shenmue Tree.
Yeah, it's a really big tree.
Yes, it's a very old tree, too. The tree was already that tall when my grandfather was a child.
I see.
The tree has been alive for thousands of years.
Thousands of years.
Did you notice Ryo's improvement from Shenmue 1 to Shenmue 2, his model improvement?
Shenmue.
Oh yeah. Especially in the
How do
Xbox
you know?
version of Shenmue 2.
Maybe it's only my imagination,
Yes?
but I think I feel something.
You feel something?
The tree isn't just old and big.
Very important.
I don't know how to say this. It seems like it has a spirit.
Very, very
Really?
important.
Do you feel that way, too?
Well, yeah.
I felt the same way ever since I was small.
You too?
When I was a child, I used to play under the tree, and I felt like I was being held by the Shenmue Tree.
Yeah, Shenmue's
Although I
model
wasn't
and
alone.
Shuing as well. You can see Shuing
I
in
didn't
Shenmue
feel lonely at
1-esque
all.
graphics in What's Shenmue
I think I
and
understand.
Yes,
the character
It feels
model
like
heads that they did.
Even as we sit here, that tree is watching and protecting us. It seems like
And then also
I've known that tree from a long time
Izumi
ago.
as well shows up
It's
in
a
What's
strange
Shenmue and
feeling.
Shenmue 1 graphics.
Shenfa, you said you were living with your father.
yes. I only have a father. I don't have a mother. What about you?
When I was really small, my mother was already...
And your father?
My father is gone now.
I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I have a very weird feeling about
What's your
Ryo's
father
mom.
He's a stubborn.
Her name is
warm-hearted
Akane.
man.
Stubborn. but
For some
warm-hearted.
reason, I don't think she's dead, but that's all theory stuff.
Ryo, while you're still sleeping in bed, farmers are working hard in the fields, carefully picking carrots one by one. So how can you waste them like that?
Okay, I'll eat them.
Good. That's my boy.
Screw you, Ryo. I love carrots. Carrots are awesome.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
There's something I'd like to tell you. I was told my real father had died.
Died?
Yes, together with my mother.
Really?
But I don't remember anything about my real parents.
Very, very
I
important.
don't even know how they died.
Your present father?
He took my parents' place and raised me as if I were his real
Yeah, carrots
child.
are awesome.
Of course, I accept him as my real father. He's my only family now.
I see.
But when I was small, I used to give him a difficult time. I threw tantrums. I told him that I wanted a mother. Brothers and sisters, too.
Brothers and sisters.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Fukusan!
I don't have any brothers or sisters, but there was this person called Fukusan. We used to practice with each other.
Practice?
We were learning martial arts from my father. He was strict to both of us. We were always sweaty from practice. We used to fight a lot too, just like real brothers.
Really?
Is who's Zeeming, David? Zeeming is
He helped me
Shuing's
in
brother,
many ways so that I could go to Hong Kong.
You're lucky.
who left for the Chiyu men.
I envy you for having a person like that close to you.
Although we weren't real brothers, He's a part of my family.
It goes to
and
show
he's
that
important to me.
orphans are a very important topic in the Shenmue story.
It will be dark soon. You should stay for the night.
Thanks, JC.
Is that alright?
Yes, I want to help you in return for saving me. I'm going to get dinner ready. Please wait. Why don't you rest while I make dinner?
Yes, thank you.
So you're saying that you think the leader above the leaders of the Chu-men is Zeeming? Is that what you're saying? What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? So there's a couple things in Shenhua's house that are really important that I never see anybody talk about when they do playthroughs, so I'm going to show you them. These paintings, or artworks, whatever you want to call them, have significance. And if you look at them, you get like kind of little cutscenes.
This is embroidered?
My father has had that tapestry for a long time.
Where is this place?
Luoyang,
Luoyang.
an old city that flourished during the Tang Dynasty. The sunset colors the whole city beautifully.
Have you ever been there?
No, but for some reason it gives me a nostalgic feeling.
That's important as well.
Nostalgic feeling?
I see it when I close my eyes. The landscape of the city, and the people bustling by.
That's a very important part of the story.
Luoyang.
And if we go and look... Oh, never mind, it started this cutscene. One of the very rare times that we actually get to see Ryo eat something. Although we don't really technically see him eat something, but it's implied, obviously.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
This was the best I could do.
I'm alright,
really
Chris.
good.
I'm a little stressed. That's why I'm playing Shenmue right now.
Help yourself to seconds.
What's this meat?
Rabbit.
Huh?
I set a trap in the mountain.
Oh, really?
Tasty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully we can get the other cutscene. I don't know if I screwed it up by spawning this cutscene first.
Make yourself at home.
Okay.
You can use any space in this house.
Thank you.
Father has a small collection of things. Take a look, if you like.
Yeah, I will.
She's some kind of reincarnation. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out, right? So if we look at this tapestry here, this one I find very important, and I'll get into the reasoning why. It has to do with Shenmue 3, actually.
This painting?
Somewhere in Guilin.
Really?
I heard these mountains are scary.
Scary?
Those who set foot in these mountains have never returned. It's an old tale.
Why?
I don't know. But no one goes near these mountains today.
So the reason why I say this is
I wonder where these
important
mountains are.
is because, for one, they get singled out obviously in the cutscene. But if you look at in Shenmue 3, when you get when you get to the end of Bayou Village and you go up the tower and you get the scroll or tapestry, whatever you want to call it. When it gets unraveled by Elder Ye, if you look at it, it looks like these mountains, and she pretty much states that that's where the treasure is located. So I'm assuming that's what that is. But, you know, when people say Shenmue 3 doesn't give enough story, people don't take a look at the very minute details of things like that. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, people will be people. There's a lot of other cool stuff. There's this thing. There's a flute.
A flute?
My father made it. He made it from a Shenmue branch when I was a baby.
From a Shenmue branch?
I always stopped crying whenever I heard its sound. My father told me.
It was like a lullaby.
Yes.
An interesting sculpture.
The mountains of Guilin made from stalactite.
Stalactite? From a cave nearby?
It was brought from the stone pit. Father likes to look at stones.
Stones?
He says he hears their voices, although I don't know what he means.
Voices from the stone. I guess not now.
Alright, you guys ready? Let's do it. This part blew my mind for so long.
What's wrong?
I wonder if anyone has ever tried to translate what's written on that paper. I'll have to ask.
It's the same. What is this drawing?
My father told me this has been in our family since long, long ago. But he wouldn't tell me anything else about it.
Which we eventually kind of found out a bit more in Shenmue 3.
What is this mirror?
I heard that it was given to my father.
To your father? This Phantom Riverstone can only be found in Bayou Village.
Phantom Riverstone?
How did this mirror get to Japan?
I don't know.
My father might know something.
Where is your father now?
He's at the stone pit, gathering Phantom Riverstone.
Where's the stone pit?
Over on the other side of the mountain. He said he was going to finish something. It's been days since he left for the stone pit.
Can you take me there?
I'm going to bring
Yeah,
him food
Dan, they
tomorrow
did a
morning.
seriously
Come with me.
good job at
Alright.
kind of creating emotion from like the little resources that they had. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up soon. I'm not gonna play all the way to the end, as it's still kind of hard for me to watch the ending of Shenmue 2 because it's such an emotional thing for me that like I don't necessarily like streaming it because I get really upset. So like I'd rather not start crying on stream because I always cry whenever I see that final cutscene. So I think I'm gonna end this here, guys. I hope some of these like little things that I mentioned get your minds rolling about Shenmue 4. You know, there's so much to this series that like is so easily missed. So I hope that by pointing out some of this stuff, maybe I taught you guys some new things. But yeah, so you know, I really hope that Shenmue 4 and Shenmue 5 really bring us a lot of these answers to some of these like questions that I've brought up or things that we've talked about for the past like 20 some odd years. You know, I guess we'll have to wait and see, right? Shenmue 4, I think, is definitely a possibility, especially now that Cedric has admitted in the interview with Shenmue Dojo that they are trying to pitch the game right now. I would love to see what that pitch video looks like. So, Cedric, if you ever see this, hey, can I see the Shenmue 4 pitch video? But yeah, man, So, yeah, I guess I'll end it here, and thank you all for hanging out with me for the past 2.5 hours while I kind of just, you know, messed around in Shenmue 2 for a little while. I'll do some more streams if you all want to see them. I'll probably upload this one to Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. And, yeah, so anyway, thank you all for hanging out, and I'll see you all again another time. See ya.